It's my life, whatever I wanna talk. It's my life, wherever.
Welcome back to the Vetti Squad, மக்களே. You might be thinking, எங்க போயிட்டோம் ரொம்ப ஐபிஎல் இவ்வளோ நாளா ஏன்னா ஒன்றுமே எபிசோட் பண்ணலன்னு. பட் ஃபுல் ஐபிஎல்லே போரா இருந்துச்சு. எல்லாமே ஒன் சைடட் கேம். ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக ஒன்றும் நடக்கல. ஃபைனல்ஸ் கூட யூனோ ஏர் பட் யா அதனால தான் வீடியோஸ் வரல. லிட்டில் பிஸி ஆல்சோ. பார்த்துட்டே வெரி பிஸி. ப்ளஸ் அவர் கோர் மெம்பர்ஸ் டேவிட் and all the other members are also a little busy, so that's why we're not able to put out videos regularly. But we have come to sum up the IPL for you guys, to sum it up, and we have our two guests. One guest who's very well known to you all. One more guest who is new to our channel, Mahima. So let's welcome Jessica and Mahima back to the Chachi. Jessica and Mahima to the channel. பார்த்தாலே தெரியும் ரெண்டு பேரும் ஆர்சிபி ஃபேன்ஸ் பட் I was an RCB fan but little cricket fan also. But yeah, diving into the video. In the video, very simple. We will just do an overview of all the teams, where they stand, what our thoughts are. It will be a very fun thing. It won't be much technical and all because we don't have a technical expert. We don't have our analyst today. But yeah, it will be a fun episode. So do watch along, do like, do share, do subscribe. Sorry, bottom lane polama.
Bottom lane boda before that. Initial thoughts from the guest.
Yeah, initial thoughts from the guest.
A new guest for the channel, Mahima. If there's a name for a hardcore RCB fan, it is Mahima Ruvel.
In the 10 positions, she only knows one position. Wherever position. She doesn't even know the names of other teams. I think.
But she asked me before. So she's prepared and come tell me what to prepare for other team.
Oh,
yeah,
she's done homeworks.
I have 2 cups now.
ஏமா அது விட்டு வேற சொல்லுமா மத்த டீம் எல்லாம் இது இன்னும் 9 டீம்ஸ் இது 9 டீம்ஸ் கபடியில நம்ம 10 டீமோட பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம் 10 டீம் LSG what do you think
only like 8 teams existed, like 9 teams in total. One won the trophy, the other 8 teams, one team didn't exist only. I didn't even think they were like competing. They were doing some test cricket match or like gully cricket, they don't know. That's what.
Yeah, who's that?
The batter has started already.
If you know
yaar and the one team.
Yeah, you should know very well.
2022 RCB team.
No, LSG. Yes, that one team is LSG. Correct.
Yeah.
Can be Punjab also. One team. What do you think about LSG, guys? What do you think? What overview of LSG?
I think LSG, not just LSG for that matter, the bottom teams kept it interesting and made it very competitive for the teams that were going on to the playoffs. So they kept everyone. They kept everyone grounded. But first things first, obviously, I'm going to start off with, you never know, RCB is going to be the first team that gets 3 Champions Trophy next year.
We come to RCB. We come to RCB.
I think we should start that strong.
RCB, we will come. We will come to RCB. Now we're talking about LSG. LSG had only Justin Langa. He is a man of building. He's a man of building. I'm sure they'll come back very strong. He built the Australian team after a very drastic drop. We all know how he brought back the Australian team back into the action. We know what he's capable of. I respect that man really high. But I think throughout the tournament, the combination apart from their bowling attack, which was really strong, with Shami, with Prince Yadav, and our latest under 19 guy who came and performed. Apart from them, I think they are a very good side. They disturbed teams like the match that they won against CSK and a few upsets that they created. Very clinical way of winning. One Rishabh Pant, according to me, should have opened the innings. I don't know about others' opinion. I feel he should have opened the innings. But after Josh Inglis came into the equation and then he just took LSG to another level. It's just that they didn't have the services in the first half of the tournament. But they are looking strong to come back in the next year. Few trades here and there can be very spicy. We'll come to that. The trade later on. But LSG to sum it all off. LSG to sum it all off. They had a very good learning campaign. If they get their combinations right, and if Rishabh Pant didn't bat all over the place, there is not a place he's not batted. Till 7 he's batted this year.
We actually got to witness a match in the stadium during this process.
Yes.
During this season. And that was a LSG and CSK match. So one thing is, even though CSK won that match, some key takeaways are there. LSG really put their best foot forward in that match,
Leslie
and
started off as a banger.
yeah, they kept those innings till the end, and it was a nerve-wracking match. So that's what I'm saying. They still kept the thing, but CSK was
all the LSG, I think all three summed up. அதுக்கு மேல பாயிண்ட் எல்லாம் ஆட் பண்ண போறது இல்ல. I quickly go to our new guest, Annie. What do you think about Mumbai Indians campaign this time? How did they do?
Ayo. Mumbai. Who is that? I first of all don't. I think they entered like when you saw that.
வரும்போது கடப்பாறையா வந்தாங்க. They were like the team that sorted on sheet.
They were so good on like paper, but I don't know what they did. But I think this is like whatever happened with LS, it's opposite. They relied a lot on their like strong players. Like they were very dependent on their senior players. I mean, and
the senior players didn't come to the party. Yes.
Yeah, they didn't live up to the mark, and even the bowling thing, only Bumrah looked like, effective.
But I think one of the most interesting matches is very few we can pick, but one of them was MI versus RCB.
Yeah.
That match was tight. Last Bhuvaneshwar Kumar coming and hitting that 6.
Bhuvikutti. He knows the bowler. But what a shot over covers, bro. Just slammed it over covers for a 6.
Anywhere they could have bowled. Anywhere they could have bowled that ball and he could have finished that match, but he had to bowl it there. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar had to whack it for a 6 and they had to win. So it's all written in the feet.
When it comes to Mumbai Indians, as you mentioned, Josh, when they came in, I genuinely thought we have 5 T20 world players. I think I remember the initial meeting we had when we were talking about all of these teams. I genuinely was vouching for MI because they just played, but it could be the other way too, because they were just they finished the T20. They didn't have time to recover. Maybe it can be because of that also. But I never really expected MI to have such a season this time. I really expected a lot because we don't have any, like the champions, RCB didn't have any T20 player in this match. So we were like thinking, okay, they have stronger ones. But yeah, we'll come to that. I don't want to touch RCB still. But I'm saying, the MI, I really thought they'll come at least to the qualifiers. And they will be one of the main teams that we had to defeat to even get that cup. So I didn't expect this season for MI.
Probably like the last 5 times they won the trophy. Last 5 times they didn't reach the finals also, no?
Last 6 times also they've not been there. Consistency has not been there with MI. Gadapara side in Soline, but they've never come there. Let's see, they have to revamp the full team. And now coming to the 8th place, CSK. I will give it to
Mumbai. I wanted to say something on Mumbai before that.
CSK.
The thing is, they had, out of 100, they made 95 tactical errors. They didn't open with Bumrah. They impact player Rohit Sharma after a point in time. They disturbed the combination between Quinton de Kock and Riley Crichton when Riley Crichton started ahead of Quinton de Kock and he was batting really well. When there was a little slip, they wanted to change combination and
Rohit Sharma got injured.
Apart from that section, I think they should have kept with Riley Crichton. He performed well in the first few matches, then he had a little lean patch, and then they brought in Quinton de Kock. It just made the entire combination of the top order, Tilak Varma was not Tilak Varma. Rohit Sharma hits, he's hitman. Rohit Sharma. Like, if he has a bad season, I wouldn't say he's bad and stuff. He had his type of season. Surya Yadav had a bad streak from. It's not about consistency, but he's just not been able to connect in the right areas. He's not been, his short selections have not been, he's not made much sweep against people. No sweep against spinners, no flick shot against fast bowlers. He's just trying to play over mid-on, mid-off covers. His strength is to pull, but he's gotten out in the World Cup 2 times and he stopped doing that after that. All of the tactical errors, leave it aside, but one major tactical error that they made was not starting with Bumrah. Bumrah's opening burst with Bolt, they chose Bolt over Bumrah to open off with, which costed them, I think, their entire season. And Hardik Pandya is just it's time for him to make the move to never mind.
No, I don't. Go on.
But-
We want him. Y'all take.
Makkale, don't listen
Okay,
to the RCB
before
fans.
we move,
But
Sai, there's a question for you. I remember us having a conversation. You choosing Tilak Verma over Abhishek Sharma. Can you
I still feel
like
Tilak
share
Verma.
your views?
Yes. Thank you.
I still feel
Thank you.
Tilak Verma has more quality. But that proved in the playoffs.
After this season?
Abhishek Sharma, I'll
Are
tell
you
you.
still holding on to that?
I still hold on.
Until
Abhishek Sharma is a great batsman, but he's not a big stage batsman. You saw the way he got out in the playoffs. The ball that you generally hook for a six. Okay, Archer took him out like that. If it was Tilak Verma, it would have been a different story. But that's a topic for another
Tilak
day.
Verma straight would have gone bold on it. That fella didn't
Topic for
connect.
another day. Topic for another day. But coming back to CSK in the 8th spot.
Yes.
CSK, I wouldn't say CSK had a terrible season in terms of tactics. In terms of tactics, yes, they had, but if they had a setback, it was mainly because of their injuries. It's not a this season. It is not a this season problem. It has been a season's problem. Injuries for them. Nathan Ellis is playing in Pakistan for Australia, and he got 4 wickets, 32 runs.
அநியாயமா 4 wicket ரா.
4 wickets, 32 runs. What was that?
மச்சான் அந்த பால் பாத்தியா? Even a spinner can't swing that ball inside அவ்வளோ. உள்ள
I mean,
நீங்க எல்லாம் பார்த்தா டேய் என்னடா பண்றீங்க?
Nathan Ellis has been he's become a beast in Pakistan right now. He is destroying Pakistan cricket. Single-handedly.
ஆஸ்திரேலியாவோட மெயின் பவுலர் அவன் தான்டா இப்போ.
Yeah, there's no Mitchell Starc, there's no Hazelwood, and then there is Nathan Ellis who didn't turn up for the IPL. But then again, yeah, Pat Cummins also. But CSK's main drawback was their injury management. I felt if they managed, although with having all those injuries, they managed to win like 5 or 6 matches in a trot in between, which was a good comeback from them. Rituraj Gaikwad, not amongst the runs, but I mean among the captaincies, he's made few tactical errors. Sanju has been their standout player, and Akil Hussain, again one of their standout players. But one of the main standout players that I would rate, the reason why CSK could come from there and win 5, I feel, is mainly because of Anshul Kamboj, because of the way he bowled and the way he, he was there in the purple cap contender for a majority of the IPL. He bowled really, really, really well. He stepped into Khalil Ahmed. Khalil Ahmed, like I said in the first few episodes, Khalil Ahmed was not an attacking bowler as he should have been, but by the time he could attack, injury but to sum it all up, CSK had a lot to take positives from this season. But one area that they can improve is their lack of experience. Oh, P-Dog சொல்ற மாதிரி இந்த ரெட்டி குடும்பத்துல ஒருத்தன் கூட மிஸ் பண்ணல. Okay, that is a topic for another day. Reddy குடும்பம் is a topic for another day. There are a lot of people talking about.
நான் கடைசில பேசுறேன். இங்க ரெண்டு பேர்ல யார் வேணா பேசிட்டோம். ஓகே, மகிமா டாப். அதுதான் CSK பத்தி
CSK who?
Huh?
Like who is CSK?
மேடம்.
Okay, my partner talking, just talking.
உங்களுக்கு 1 ஸ்டார், நமக்கு ஆல்ரெடி இங்க 5 ஸ்டார் இருக்கும். இப்போ பேசு.
மொத்த ஸ்டார் பத்தி பேசிறாங்க.
2 ஸ்டார்.
அதான் இல்ல, இப்போ 1 ஸ்டார் தான் உங்க டி-ஷர்ட்ல. அதே பழைய டி-ஷர்ட்ல நமக்கு 5 ஸ்டார் இருக்கும். சொல்லுங்க இப்போ.
CSK little bit they think a lot about the future. They forget to live in the present. So they keep building their team for the future and going, don't know when they'll win.
Hey, don't underestimate that. You never know. Karthik Sharma can come and slash everyone next year. This guy is in touch. Little more training, he'll become indestructible, I feel.
Let's finish.
Then they ran the whole season telling, MS Dhoni will come next match. He's coming. He's there only. He's a bit injured. They ran the season like that. But again, the only player that actually I liked in CSK, guys, I liked something in CSK. The only player just for the season was Sanju Samson. He had my heart. Sanju Samson had my heart. He played really well. He did all he could, but the other players did a bit. I don't know what they did, but it's fine. It's fine. You can lose again in the next upcoming seasons.
Reddy குடும்பத்துல ஒருத்த கூட உயிரோட இருந்தா தோப்பீங்கடா.
You all can have 5 trophies, but there's never a team who's
அதோட
nice.
Mm-mm.
I know I'm a RCB fan, but I think my take on CSK is a little different compared to them. I think CSK was that unexpected team that suddenly came up from ground to up. So kudos to that, because despite so many shortcomings, um, injuries after injuries. They were trying to give their best fight. Again, they had to recalculate how to get the team to play, and I think I'm proud of CSK to how much they could come this far in the season, because again the competitiveness started later, the second half of the IPL. People again, that Josh came. Okay, CSK should not win, or different strategies and all started coming. Of course, there was a good joke about, other teams are trying to give plays for CSK to come up. They have to lose, so CSK is coming on top. But nevertheless, despite so much of back-to-back sudden injuries and all that, I think CSK did a pretty decent job. I wanted CSK to come to the playoff so that they could compete against us, because we got only one match with y'all. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think even when I like this was like off camera conversation I was having, I told Fajit Cyrus my top four, like one of them was CSK. Just because I wanted like RCB to compete with CSK. Not just I like CSK, not. I
Yeah.
wanted that. I like the tension that is when it's RCB and CSK.
No, okay. Everyone thought like that, but I don't think CSK thought like that. They're like, I don't want tension and all. நான் ஆக்ஷன்லயே சொதப்புவேன். நான் வந்து ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜில கூட சொதப்புவேன். அது விட்டு இன்ஜுரி மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்னு சொன்னா, நான் வந்து இன்ஜுரி எடுத்துட்டு மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்லயே ஃபுல்லா சொதப்பல் தான்.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go to that
Correct.
extent and say, because they've taken some horrible decisions through the season, which started off from last season's auction. So
Yes.
CSK பத்தி பேசணும்னா we can keep talking. I can keep talking a lot. But yeah, to sum up, they did bad auction strategies, bad management, bad injury management, and then bad tactics. Please, enough. Please leave my CSK alone. Okay, please, everybody move out. Just get some new management. I'll be very happy. That's all. Okay, இதை விட
Yes. Totally
இதை
agree.
வச்சு நான் என் சிஎஸ்கேயோட இதை முடிச்சிடுறேன். Next, okay, any thoughts on KKR people?
Great
The way,
comeback. That's it. Great comeback.
என்னத்த? Oh,
Great comeback
KKR.
from what they were. Yeah. Great comeback
Okay.
from
Yeah.
where they were. Summed it
Actually,
up.
KKR could have qualified, but they just missed it in the last match. That's it. So they gave a good fight. DC, the biggest sodapal of this season.
That one run made GT qualify and DC disqualify.
Not,
Yeah.
yeah.
Miller.
No, it made RR qualify and DC disqualify.
No. I'm not talking about the qualification.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
talking
okay.
sarcastically. I'm saying David Miller's one run made GT qualify and DC not
Yeah.
qualify.
So
My
basically,
opinion.
if you don't understand it, DC versus GT, there was a match. Yeah. At the last, DC had to win by one run. David Miller did not take that run. He told he'll stand and hit it, but he did not hit it also. So GT won that match. If DC had won that match, they would have qualified for the playoffs. And
GT would have lost 4 in a row.
yeah, GT would have lost 4 in a row. And GT qualifying கொஞ்சம் doubt இருந்திருக்கும். But DC, the thing is, they have a very strong team.
Very,
But
very strong.
very strong, very balanced team. The bowling is one of the best, I feel. But they messed it up a lot. And now they're in 6th position. Abde Male, the biggest Sodapils of this year. Punjab Kings. Finishing in 5th position. நான் சிஎஸ்கே ஃபேன் ஸ்டார்ட் ஓகே ஏன்னா ஐ எம் சிஎஸ்கே ஃபேன் ஐ வாஸ் எக்ஸைட்டட் ஃபார் May 17th ஆர்சிபி வர்சஸ் பஞ்சாப் சூப்பரா மேட்ச் இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு. பட் சீயிங் த வே பஞ்சாப் பிளேட் இன் த செகண்ட் ஹாஃப், நோ, சில்லறையெல்லாம் சிதற விட்டேன். Somebody start Punjab. Shakuntala, you start Punjab.
This is not the ending I ever expected for Punjab. No. Punjab had all from what they started. After the RCB match onwards, they've been losing. Okay. And
Before RCB also they were losing.
No. I'm saying for the first half. Okay, first half of the match. Till then, I don't know how their luck was too good. But after that, dropped unexpected.
Punjab, from being like in the finals and competing and losing with us, in the finals last year to like coming back. I thought they're a pretty strong team when you like not even looking at the team, looking at the captaincy of Shreyas Iyer. I was like really impressed by his captaincy. So I think they had a really strong team and they did really good in the first half. But then things fell apart and it what could have been their story if they had made it to the playoffs. But
Yeah, like the history repeating itself
yeah.
at a point. That's what even I thought.
Where Punjab lost it is they say catches win matches. For them, catches have lost their tournament itself. Is what I would say.
Yes. And
Catches have dropped easy, too many easy catches of key players that could have won them matches. Not one match, too much, multiple matches they dropped key catches. Their bowling attack has Chayal in it, Arshdeep Singh, one of the quality bowling attacks they had but still it was not supported by their team members to field and to be up to the mark. Batting was explosive. Okay, that you can never play. Their batting was never the concern. Their bowling also didn't look like a concern until and unless leaking runs made the bowlers look very expensive. But where they dropped it is they dropped by leaving many catches. They dropped their chance to get into the playoffs. That sums it up.
catch விட்டு சீசனை கோட்டை விட்டாங்க Cyrus's finals. Okay, then we'll go to the top four teams. We'll start with the team that finished in the fourth place, RR. Sorry, the team that finished in fourth place was SRH. Sorry, yeah. SRH.
One team that could have stopped RCB from winning the title this year was
Yes,
SRH.
yes.
If they came, there was a good chance that they could have won. But SRH, it was just a bad day for them. I feel coming back from 3 losses, getting young Prafulinge and Hussein, and adding on to that Pat Cummins coming into the team into the attack, and Harsh Dubey, they had quality in their bowling. They had really good quality in their batting. They were a team that had everything, but they stuck to their template. That is one thing I feel they should have not done in the playoffs at least. But they went too hard chasing. It was a big score, but if they played normal cricket, they could have reached it easily. But they over-batted themselves out of that. They batted themselves out of the tournament, I would say.
Yeah.
That's one thing I would say because that's all. I mean, they are a very good team. They had all bases covered. But I say no, one team could have actually beat RCB. It was SRH.
Yeah, actually made the final interesting would have been SRH versus RCB. But
they
SRH
batted themselves out of the in the eliminator. They batted themselves out of the tournament.
I think they are like one of the in the whole 10 teams. They are one of the most unpredictable team. You could tell. They maintain their reputation, but they are like just a batting team. They were like aggressive in their batting. They had the best like explosive hitters, but the place where they lacked was their bowling unit.
I genuinely
Another
didn't
match to call out for is the SRH versus CSK match where Klaasen comes in, snatches the victory away from CSK. What a knock! What a knock!
What a
One of the another. Yeah, sorry, Shakuntala.
I didn't ever want SRH to come to play with RCB in the finals. That was like at some point I started praying that they shouldn't, and I wanted GT to come if it was not RR. I didn't want RR and I didn't want SRH also. I was okay with GT because I don't know what happens to RCB when SRH comes. It's like some nerve. And then when we go to RR, I'll tell about RR.
You can't say RCB would have lost that match.
Abhishek Sharma.
It would have been a fight. It would have been a decent fight. Yeah.
Probably a decent fight around one side. Yeah.
Abhishek Sharma.
Thank you, ma'am. Please, somebody tell this guy.
I love watching
Vibe of Suryavanshi.
the season. And Ishan Kishan, some really tight cricketers. I really like seeing a couple of them from SRH. Really wish they could be in RCB, but let's see how it goes.
They were in RCB. They were. We sent them off.
All were in RCB, but from RCB they gone to SRH.
Yeah.
So then we go to the third team, RR. RR
is a very, very good team.
Suryavanshi.
Yes, one guy carried the team. They're a very good team. They're a very good bowling attack also. They have a very good bowling attack. They have a very strong batting attack. Okay. But
Yes.
again, the problem is because of the top two, their middle order was never exposed. So still render batsman like P-Rocks is render batsman வச்சுன்னா அவங்களுக்கு வந்து I appreciate.
But
That's it.
Vaibhav Suryavanshi was like,
Vaibhav Suryavanshi is, see, everyone
The
speaks about
highlight.
it. Everyone speaks about everything about Vaibhav, but one thing that I would like to highlight about Vaibhav Suryavanshi is every match, the way he's got out, he's never repeated the same way he's got out. If he got out in one fashion in one match, he's not got out in that same fashion in another match. And teams have tried exploring the types of dismissals that he's gotten out to, but never he's gotten out to the same type of ball. Even though the oppositions have, he's gone back and learned quickly and come back. The one area where Vaibhav Suryavanshi has not exploited is switch hits, which I feel he'll come into like
அவன் இப்படியே 90 அடிக்கிறான்.
no, but
அவன்
people will start. People after a point in time,
100 ஆச்சுங்குவான்.
correct. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. See, they whatever they bowled at him, he has an answer for it. Okay, but we didn't see him much against spinners. I don't know why they didn't try much spin against him this season, but maybe it's a position in which he bats, wherein you have a spin hitter like what is his other SSC Jaiswal. When you have a spin hitter like SSC Jaiswal, and when you have Dhruv Jurel and Ryan Parag coming in after that, you would want to hold back a spinner to get to the right handers. So one area where I feel he could have been exposed to a spinners, but they didn't do it to him. But all in all, man is some game in him. Sums up RR's campaign completely.
I think one name that would be remembered in this season is definitely him. Like for 16
not only this season, for the next how many other seasons IPL is there?
Yeah,
He's
he's beaten records. There's so many things, even like for like RCB when the finals was happening, and I was only waiting for the moment where RCB will come and lift the trophy, but then all the awards, the 5-6 awards, it's like Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He got so many awards, and I think the whole team played so fearlessly, and it became one of the favorite teams, even like to watch. They kept it so interesting, and I never expected Ryan Parag as a captain, to step up like that and have manage a team like that. And they had such a balance in both their batting and bowling, and
even if RR would have come into the finals, it would have been little interesting. I feel because at least some excitement would have been there. I feel
like
excitement would have been there.
I feel as I said, I didn't want RR and SRH, but it would have been interesting. It would have been interesting, but I think I liked even how Archer was bowling. Like I really loved the bowlers aspect also, and I think overall, you just never know. RR can they just need to make few tweaks here and there, but if they can bring in a very solid team and they can come to the finals next year.
All possibilities are there, is what Shakuntala is saying. But I'll quickly sum up GT because there are 3 people to talk about RCB who's waiting for the past 30 minutes. The GT's campaign was, I mean, they just punched above their weight. That to sum it up in a few words, they punched above their weight. They had only 3 batsmen. IPL 3 batsmen. They had only 3 batsmen. Okay, they had 3 batsmen. They punched above their weight. They bowled beautifully in the home conditions. They knew how to utilize their home conditions very well. They spent money in auction accordingly as well. So that few things GT did well. All could, although they couldn't give a good fight in the finals, semi-finals, they did give a good fight. They won it, and Ashish Nehra deserves how much of a praise that even RCB is getting, GT should get, because they have totally just punched above their weight. That's it.
If they won, it would have been the greatest. I don't know what
one of the biggest heists it would have been if they had won.
Yeah, exactly. If they won it, it would have been the greatest heists.
Yeah, because having a team like that and winning it against a fully formed team is one thing. So that is about GT. Now, okay, the IPL Champions 2026. ಈ ಸಾಲನೂ ಕಪ್ ನಮ್ದೇನ್ அவங்க பேசுவாங்க, நான் கால் விட்டு வெளியே போறேன். Yes, okay. Who wants to start?
What not?
Yes.
They told the ground isn't ours. This fellow on the
Rabababa.
call here told the pitch is not nice. They told
Rabababa.
so many things were against us. There was not one
Babababa.
thing for us. Maybe one thing was for us. Everything,
Mm,
all circumstances, all situations are against us.
come on.
But as fans, we had hope. But definitely, all of us were nervous. Like I genuinely, like I heard it from so many people. Even my dad, at one point of time, he's like, "I don't think they're going to make it. Like, just let's go." But I had to, for every single ball, I had like my eyes. It was just so much pressure. But through all of that, through all of the, you know, all of those things that could have happened, we still made it through all the pitch wasn't right, the stadium isn't ours, what, like, but still we made it. And that trophy, it was just looking at all the team effort that they put in as a team, how complete they looked in. Even the captain, it's just the second time from where his journey started, for just being an injury replacement into winning two cups for the team. For us, even, there was a lot of things from last year, whatever happened after winning the cup, to uh, just a lot of things, for the team being sold, to everything, the bowling, the batting, the unity, the fans, everything just came into place. And I think it is a well deserved cup. No one can question us on telling we aren't deserving of this.
So, hence proved, listen to a girl, women run franchise. Okay, first of all, Ananya Birla, I loved from their end too. Okay, let me go to all the marketing part because she already spoke about the field part. From the franchise, I think right from when Ananya took over RCB, she her value increased. Okay, there were so many changes that happened, but her on the field, seeing her in that aggression mode with Anushka Sharma, that was one kind of a treat that I wanted to bring out. But more than everything, I think when it comes to our RCB boys, every single boy delivered, conquered, and they became the defending champions yet again. Okay, they did a lot of things right. But of course, there are few things to still like. Definitely, every time there is room to work. But I think the new luck, the lady luck works. That's why I mentioned about Ananya Birla in the starting. So I'm bringing out the lady luck here, but nevertheless, I think Rajat Patidar should really, really be given a big round of applause for leading this team the way it was led. And Andy Flower, my God, what a man! Okay, Andy Flower, Dinesh Karthik,
Momo Bamba.
all of them deserve a big round of applause because I think it was not the reason I said not just the marketing, but getting the fans, um, keeping it enthusiastic. All the parks where they hosted a lot of RCB fans everywhere. I think this time it was more, even in Bangalore, what I heard was everything was more organized when it came to streaming matches, the way it was. They learned a lot from last year. So I'm not looking at only the match aspect, but the whole management aspect because we got a lot of trolls and lot of things, especially after the stampede that happened last year. We got a lot of trolls about that. But this time they partnered with Sun Pharma. They partnered with medical people. They took a lot of notion to keeping things going smoothly, and they took responsibility. So let's not look at only the cricket aspect, but look at what we also we conquered even the parts which was not seen. So there was a lot of mistakes, and this is one of our mistake too because many teams come to us that y'all were reason that 11 people lost their lives. So giving a touch on that, but yeah, overall I'm sure I'm really glad that RCB as a management, as an entire team, management and the team, they've done a wonderful job this year to keep things curated and to keep things organized and more structured in the game and off the game.
See, they summed it up completely on field, off field. Everyone knows credit goes to Andy Flower, Mo Babat, Dinesh Karthik. Everyone, did their part. But one thing that I like to highlight from the finals, okay, even though GT got all out for 155, GT made tactical errors. GT made things see, if you remember the CSK versus I don't know who match that was, they were bowling a lot of hard lengths, and CSK also tried bowling the same, but they got thrashed. I think it was GT only. Yeah, it was GT
Correct.
only. SRH. Correct, it was against SRH. It was a very bad toss to lose for Gill, to be very honest, because first innings the wicket was very tacky. Back of length works in those wickets. Plus, we had the ability to bowl those back of length. We had two bowlers bowling back of length, one bowler going up front spin, and we had one spinner who was a pacer. Okay, so we had variety in our bowling. But one, if you see both the wickets that or the two key wickets in the power play, that should have gone early, which GT did the same thing that RCB did by bowling hard lengths, which did not work out for them. Okay. But the ball that Siraj bowled for Venkatesh Iyer was a fuller delivery. He mistimed it. And the ball that he bowled to DDP, again, mistimed. Rabada bowled to DDP. Fuller length, mistimed, went to third man, taking a catch in third man. Okay. I felt GT lost the game in the power play because GT did a major tactical error by following what RCB did. In that way, credit goes to RCB. They assessed the conditions really well. Not only in that match, every match that they played from match one till the finals, they assessed the conditions really well. They picked the right type of teams. Even though Jitesh Sharma was not getting good enough batting, he was not exploding. Even though Romana Shepherd didn't explode in many matches. Even though he was giving away runs, they still believed and did not change the team. Even though Jacob Bethel did not score many runs, they believed him and backed him. And master class move by bringing in Venkatesh Iyer in the first qualifier. Who would have ever had the guts to change their opening batters? It's never happened in the history of IPL where a team changed their opening pair in the qualifier one.
Yeah.
But qualifier one, they changed the opening pair to see, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, he knows that every other team member after that would back him up and would be able to win that match. They convincingly won that match. Venkatesh Iyer hit 70 odd runs in that match, and he just proved why he's had so much trust in him. Just tactical wise, fielding wise, RCB was good. Tactical wise, RCB was good. Bowling wise, RCB was good. Even though Hazelwood is not Hazelwooding the entire season, came to the finals and he delivered. What a ball to Shubman Gill! Perfect delivery. That is how I pictured Shubman Gill to get out in the final, and that's how he got out. Hard length made him drive it on the up on the on and got him. But all in all, see, RCB every aspect is covered, But one
Can I just
aspect,
add one point?
yeah,
I think one of the bowler that I'm so impressed this season with RCB is Rasik.
Rasik Salam there. What a bowling again.
Really, he he really was a game changer. I feel for when it came to bowling,
Big
he
hearted
balanced
bowling.
out Bhuvi. Yeah, he balanced out Bhuvi, Hazelwood, and
And he was the highest wicket taker in the finals. He
yeah,
took like 3 or 4 wickets he took in the finals, which
I really love that element of Rasik being there in the team.
what a comeback by Rashik Salamdar also. He played initially, got banned for 2 years, came back again into came back to RCB. And yeah, Rashik Salamdar, for many people who didn't know, was banned for 2 years for in playing cricket itself in India. He was not allowed to play for 2 years. And then he came back, he played his domestic circuit, got picked by RCB, and what wonders he's done for RCB. He's definitely one of the uncapped retentions that will, if he doesn't get capped in the next 1 year, he might be one of the potential uncapped retentions for RCB. He filled up Yash Dayal's loss. We
Exactly.
thought Mangesh Yadav would be the one, but Andy Flair, being Andy Flair, had other plans. All in all, some of RCB's campaign was a package of confidence. They came with a lot of confidence, but they weren't overconfident at any given point in time. They took one game at a time. They made sure to win passages of games each. They won the power play, they won the consolidation phase, they won the last 5 overs. They kept everything intact. They kept everything at check, and never and only. I think the only match that I felt they went little reckless was by bringing in Venkatesh Iyer's impact sub against RR. But apart from that, I've not seen RCB go reckless in any other match. They've been very and our speed dial, our savior Kunal Pandya, want to bat at three, he'll come bat at three, bat at five, bat at five. Make me win the match, he make you win the match. Ball in his hand, bat in hand, ball in hand. He is a legend. I mean, sum it all up, great performance. RCB deserved winners.
We love being in the bottom of the fair play award, guys. That's what makes RCB
No, no, we don't love, and
We
that
love it.
costed us.
That's
That,
what
co-
the
that
aggression that
costed
they
us.
have. That's what
See,
makes.
that actually potentially has costed our key batsmen one match next year, which can be
Yeah,
a
Tim
great
David.
impact. Because if Tim David is required to come in the first match, and if RCB lose momentum in the first match, it will be a little tight start next year without him being able to start off the tournament. Tim David cannot start the tournament next
What
year.
if Tim David is not even in RCB? What will you do?
That would be one of the most stupidest things that RCB can ever do.
Yeah.
But if Tim David is
What
not
if we
starting
get
next year,
traded for Hardik
What
Pandya?
yeah.
Oh my
Because
what
god.
see,
if
there are a lot of possibilities. If Tim David is not there, they put Jordan Cox. Jordan Cox performs well, they can't take out Jordan Cox. Tim David is the primary guy there. A lot of things can happen. It can really destroy the momentum of a team. But hopefully, it's like those things won't happen next year. Let's keep it like this.
I think
Tim
this
David,
finals proved that these technical aspects don't work. It's just the game. It happens. It happens. That's what
that's
happened.
game of T20 cricket. But I am a strong believer of stats. I'm a strong believer of all of those aspects that determine a cricket game. So I
Yeah,
still believe that.
it worked.
But
It worked in the
honestly,
finals.
but guys, what say? Maybe RCB after all is and will be, hopefully, the first team to be a
No, no, no,
three-time
no, no, no,
champion
no,
next
no, no, no,
year.
don't tell it,
No,
don't
no,
tell
they
it,
will.
don't tell it.
I believe that's the
Yeah,
belief you need to have.
and let's manifest it now,
Yeah.
and let's hope for the best. Okay, so whatever
Don't
comes,
jinx it,
whatever
guys.
it is,
Don't
I'm
jinx it.
sure.
What do you
See,
reckon? Father
we are
Jane.
not we are not new to losses, but it would be great if we are the champions yet again.
Da, da, da,
Cyrus, no,
da.
you should remove him from the RCB thing. Remove. Not me.
Guys, like you all know, I'm a cricket fan. I know this cricket. I like
Then go
watching it.
wear white jersey and come.
Huh?
I think we left Fajay speechless, guys.
வீட்ல இல்ல நீங்க மூணு பேர் பேசிங்கன்னு தெரியும். I I was like, okay, let these people talk. But anyways, yeah, I think RCB definitely deserved the title. I think I texted all three of you also after the match. I told they deserve the title, and they won it rightfully. They've been they've done their best work in the auction, and the rest of the work of strategies I think was just pretty simple after that. But the main work of them getting the good players in the uh, getting good players and making good decisions in the auction was because it was just so small. They went for Venkatesh Iyer with 25 crores. If they had picked that, if Kolkata had told no, and if they had picked Venkatesh Iyer for 25 crores, then there wouldn't have been Bhuvi, there wouldn't have been Hazelwood and all. So I think they made they really made good options over there. And then yeah, rest everything followed. Two cups already, and I personally and definitely think they have all the rights, and they definitely can win the third cup. It might definitely be a repeat next year. So, and I'm wishing the team the best because they performed like champions. Like they didn't try and defend it; they attacked it.
Yeah,
That's actually the truth. They didn't try and defend and all, and they were always in my top four, even in the starting when I told. I didn't have CSK in my top four
The one
because
team that
they
didn't
had
go out of our top four prediction was RCB.
it was RCB. In case I had SRH, but SRH came off. Okay, fine. My
Not
top four.
in fact, a lot of people, a lot of experts had one thing they got right was RCB. They Punjab, everyone got
RCB.
horribly wrong.
That is
Mumbai,
pretty
everyone
simple
horribly
because
wrong.
RCB really did well in their auctions. So like 50% of IPL happens in the auction.
Correct.
If you do well in the auction, the rest of the 50% is doing the work on the field, and then I think that you have people like the Andy Flower and then Dinesh Karthik. It'll just happen. You don't need to even pray about it. But yes, so that is the wrap up. This is IPL wrapped 26. We discussed about each team, few teams very small, but few teams we discussed in length. And the IPL was a bit boring this year, but RCB winning the cup is definitely one of the biggest highlights. And winning it back to back is not a simple thing. We have two, three more videos that we'll try and cover in
Yes.
this IPL. You'll see me and Cyrus and maybe Party and all of us back just to do two, three more videos. But yes, do expect us. Thank you for watching our videos through this IPL season. If you liked it, please leave a comment. Please leave a like, share, and especially we like to thank both the guests on the show for taking their wonderful time to be with us and discuss what happened during the IPL 26. I'm putting efforts for wearing the t-shirt and all and coming. That little efforts
I
and all.
just
So
have to say, they came, they did, and conquered. That's all.
yes.
Lot to expect in the coming days. We still have the T20 World Cup happening. A very exciting spot to be in. India is playing Afghanistan in July, and
Hey,
we
why
have
was
No.
Suryavanshi be playing? So I'm
Vaibhav
waiting.
Suryavanshi is there, and they have announced the New Zealand tours. New Zealand tours information has come out. India is playing 5 ODIs, 5 T20s, and 2 Test matches. So we will see Roko in action there too.
Adela,
And
video friends. We will
We have,
discuss where Hardik Pandya will go to later on.
but guys,
Adela,
remember, even the girls are playing right now. They're also having matches going on.
Yeah, that's
yes,
what I
in
said.
India, England versus
T20
India.
England,
England
yes.
is helping
Remember,
India.
even
India
RCB
self
started off with the girls winning the trophy. Now we don't have two, we have four.
RCB alliance for India.
RCB, IC for India. Now IPL is over. Okay, we
No,
have
it's
come to
India.
India. Okay, we will focus on India. So
Until
until
then,
we meet you all in the next video. Bye.
Bye.